What's going on, everyone? Chris from Pickdawgz.com, and I got a free pick for you from this Merrimack versus Rider college basketball matchup going down on Thursday, December 4th, 2025. But before we get to that free pick, if you are looking for my best bets, the ones I love the most, the ones that I have the most money on every single day, you can head to Pickdawgz.com and click the experts or the premium picks tab at the top of the page. You can also click the link in the description of this video below to get taken directly to my capper page. We give out so much free pick content here at Pickdawgz that you know the plays in the premium side are the best of the best. That's what Pickdawgz Premium is for. But we've also got our Inner Circle. It's something we've been mentioning a lot in our videos lately. It's a one-on-one service for those who are placing larger bets of at least $1,000 or more per game, which is the requirement to be accepted into this service. But we've had a lot of high rollers and big bettors join the club already, having a ton of early success with the one-on-one coaching, bankroll management, the early releases. So if this sounds like something that you're interested in, reach out to the number on the screen and we'll get you some more information. But let's get to this one between the Merrimack Warriors and the Rider Bronx, and you got Merrimack coming into this one 3-6 on the year off a 66-60 win over LaSalle in their last matchup, while Rider coming into this one off of a 68-65 loss to Coppin State in their last matchup to fall to 1-5 on the year and a third straight loss, and it is just not a good look for Rider. You know, they've had some time to stew on that loss, about a week and a half almost. But I'll tell you, you can schedule up, which Rider normally does. I mean, we see them play all these tough teams, get their butts kicked. They've lost by 34, 28, 34, and 46 this season against Virginia, Rutgers, Texas, and Houston. But then to lose to Coppin State, who is ranked by KenPom as the second worst team in the country, that's bad for Rider. And now you enter conference play with one of the worst offenses in the country, 350th in adjusted offensive efficiency. They're second worst in the country in 2-point shooting, 358th in 3-point shooting. This team right now couldn't hit water if they fell out of a boat. It is just bad. Now, they are a good free throw shooting team, if nothing else. So maybe if they're unguarded, maybe that's when they have their best amount of success. They're shooting 77% from the foul line this season. They're around the national average in free throw rate. And the offensive glass, Rider actually does grab a lot of second chances. That's because of how many shots they miss. But the thing is that, now you're taking on a Merrimack team that plays that kind of weird matchup zone, and, they've been able to shut down certain teams. They were able to hold Maine in check, and they were able to hold LaSalle in check, and, they were able to do some damage that way. I think this is a game where Rider, it's not going to be great defense from Merrimack that's going to, keep them at bay here. It's going to be a lack of offense from Rider. But I could say the same thing about Merrimack in this game. Merrimack not a great offensive team either. They're 300th in 2-point shooting, 337th in 2-point shooting, and they're, just outside the top 50 from the foul line. So if they get their free throws as well, this could be a spot where, when the clock is stopped, these teams do damage and put up some points. I'm going with the under, though, because this is, obviously MAC conference play, the MAC with two ways. And what I can tell you, one of my favorite systems that I've had over the last few years has been betting the under in the MAC with two ways, because these are just teams that don't score. They play a lot of defense. St. Peter's was the first one that really turned me on to this. And you look at a lot of Merrimack games last year, they were just a low-scoring team, and they won games with defense. And I think that this could be something similar like that, like a 68-60 kind of game. So I'm going to roll with the under between Rider and Merrimack. That is my free pick for this game. Thank you so much for checking out this free pick video. Let me know who you guys like in this game in the comment section below. And remember, if you're looking for my best bets, the games I love, the ones that I have the most money on every single day, you can head to Pickdawgz.com, click the premium picks or the experts tab at the top of the page, and use the promo code PICK at checkout. Get 15% off your purchase. You can also click the link in the description of this video below. Best of luck. We'll see you guys soon.